Hey everyone, it's Tuesday. We have double the amount to play with today with our Tiny Tuesday challenges. We also have money to add into our Letterbox savings challenges, and we need to update our Save the Score football challenge today too. Stick around. Welcome back. Thank you so much for choosing to spend a little bit of time with me here today. If you are new here, my name is Laura. I'm a teacher, a mom, a budgeter. We use a zero-based budgeting system, sinking funds, and savings challenges just like these here to help us stay on track with our finances. I also primarily work with prop money in my budgeting systems. So if these are things that interest you, take a moment, hit that subscribe button to join me along on this journey each week. Happy Tuesday, everyone. We've got our tinies all set up here, and we are doubled up on the money. Because we missed saving with these challenges last week, the money is already moved over and saved and accounted for, so we've got double the money to work with here today. If you are new to my tinies, I work on sets of tinies. So I have different sets in these envelopes. Each of these envelopes is also dedicated to an area in our high yield savings account. This one here says education. This one here says home. These are the other eight primary categories that we focus on with savings challenges. As I work with prop money, this money has been moved into our high yield savings account. We do this each pay period and allocate the amount that we want to play with each week and then go ahead and move that money into our high yield. It sits in a savings challenge category. And then at the end of the month, we go ahead and reallocate this money based on what the envelope tells us. And we write that on the challenge when it finishes. You can always check out my end of the month money moves for November, where you see that reallocation process happen, where we move money from our savings challenge category with these challenges into the other 8 categories that we focus on. So as I mentioned, we are doubled up with money this week. Typically we play with $15 a week, but we have 30 because we did not play last week. We have 2 spicy 5s that we'll throw into the mix of these 21s. We're going to roll our 8-sided die and number off our challenges, and whatever the die tells us, we'll go ahead and add a bill to that challenge. So happy Tuesday, everyone. The start of a new week here. It's still the start. If it's Tuesday, I feel like it's still the start of the week. I hope your week is going well. Such a busy time here with the holidays and with school as well. Our girls are definitely keeping us busy with music concerts and performances and all the things like that always come around this time in December, but it is a lot of fun. We've got family activities as well, Christmas trains to go to the North Pole to visit Santa, and my girls still enjoy these traditions with their grandparents and their extended family, and it is so much fun. I really enjoy that they still enjoy kind of, getting into all of these traditions that we have been doing since they were super young. So we'll be able to do a breakfast with Santa as well. Again, so much fun. It is much harder shopping for these teenagers, I will mention, than compared to when they were little, but the fact that they still enjoy all of these traditions just makes my heart so happy. Everything got love today. We haven't needed to cheat in a while, I feel like. The die has been cooperating very nicely. Let's go ahead and see how these challenges did here. Maybe we'll finish something today. Some are getting closer, so we'll have to wait and see. We've got this set of challenges here from Alexis at Dying Outlaw Games and Budgets. This one is almost done, and then we've just got one more here. This week it received 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we'll go ahead and looks like we get to finish this one here, this third one in the set. So we'll fill in 3. And then let's go ahead and mark off one of the mushrooms there. And so we are now officially on the last set. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We do not have enough to condense for a 5. So I do like to go ahead and keep the total that this set of challenges will finish with a mystery. But I got to save my 1. So I do condense for 5s and then just kind of throw the 5s in the back there to try to keep it a mystery as to how much the challenge will be total. So I've got this set here from Party Planner Papery. I love these game day football theme ones. This week it received 1 and 2. So we've been filling in some random numbers here, just haphazardly, I guess you would say, based on what we received. So we were getting a lot of 1s. So we still have one more 1 to go, but we've been filling in some others. We did finish this one, and the others have either started or we still have 1 that is left to begin, but that is just fine. So 1 and 2 now is what this set has here. We'll go ahead and throw it back into the envelope. I love working with tinies in this way, using small amounts as well as these little tiny challenges that are just absolutely adorable, but working on them as a set and letting it continue to build so that we can have a larger total to reallocate into our long-term sinking funds when they are finished. All right, this set here is from Doodle Dollars. Looks like we have one that is finished, and we are currently working on our second one in the set here. Yep, and this week it did receive just $1, so we'll go ahead and shade in one of our circles. I think that does allow us to go ahead and condense for a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yes, it does. So just throwing the 5 in there with the others, and this one will continue on. And moving right along here, we've got this one. Okay, I've got a paper clip. Let's see if I remember what we're doing here. I think, okay, we are working on our last challenge here, if I recall. So these challenges are from Neurospicy Budgeting. We are getting oh so close. And if I recall, we had $1, but we did not have enough to mark off one of our final squares here. We have a 2, a 3, a 2, and a 3. So I believe it's just a $1 rollover from last week. And this week it received 6. Oh my goodness. So we have $7 total here, although I don't think that's going to help. We're still going to have a rollover $1, I believe. So we'll do 3 and 6, and then we'll keep that clip here. I threw the clip away. We're going to keep that clip and just know that that $1 is a rollover before we can cross off another 2. We are down to $4 that we need here to finish this set of challenges. That is super exciting. So let me go ahead and clip this together again. I did remember from last time, so hopefully that paper clip will remind me again next week for our tinies that $1 is just a rollover. It needs a buddy in order to cross off that 2. And our next set of challenges here are from the Budget Evolution. This is a fairly new set that we have been working on. I think maybe just 1 week. We've only worked on this so far. So we have a lot of these ocean scenes. Absolutely love it. This was a set of challenges actually in celebration of 1,700 subscribers. Absolutely amazing. Typically, I use my celebration challenges for reaching milestones on Mondays, but this tiny set I could not resist, and so I wanted to include them here with my tinies. So 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Wow, big number here for this one. So let's go ahead and shade in 9 of these squares. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Wow, that's a huge number. We are doubled up on money here again this week, but that is a huge number. Looks like we should have 10, so we can condense for another 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We can. Since this is the first challenge, it's easy to see how much it has total. But now we got to keep the mystery of just adding 5s when we can and not counting those 5s until the end. Last month at the end of November, I ended up having 2 sets of tinies that had finished, and one was $50 that I was able to add to my emergency fund envelopes, and that was absolutely amazing. This set of challenges here, we're getting super close on this set here. This is from Tara over at Lifted Up and Living. We have completed so many of them, and we're getting close to finishing with the final 2 here. This week it received 1 and 2. So we'll go ahead and mark off 2 here. That makes this one halfway done, and then we just have 1 more to go. I don't think we have enough to condense here. Nope, we just got the 4. So we'll go ahead and stack it up and continue this on until next week. Maybe we'll be able to finish the set for December. I don't know, it's super close. This set here is from Stephanie over at Savvy Girl Saves. I loved all of the positive messaging with these. These were also a celebration milestone set as well, celebrating 700 subscribers on YouTube, which is awesome. $1 is what it received here this week. So this has just been slow and steady process, which is what I love. I do not mind being patient with these tinies here as they continue to grow. We don't have enough to condense with a 5, so these are just going to continue on. Everything will be okay. I love that. And this next set here is from Budget with Amanda, as well as Erica's Money Move. So I got a couple of sort of holiday themed sets here that I combined together. So these challenges are from some pen pal mail that I had received over the summer. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Wow, that's a huge number here too. And that finishes our first tiny here of the set. So 3, 4, and then we'll go ahead and start on this one here for 5. So that is really exciting. We can condense for a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There we go. Our first 5 is getting thrown into the back. Our first tiny in the set is complete, and we will carry it on in the coming weeks here. Okay, so tinies, nothing finished today. No surprise, no surprise. It's always super exciting when we are able to finish a set of tinies, but these are definitely a slow grow. And then those big totals that we get at the end are just so much fun. Let's go ahead and throw these back into my binder here, and then we'll grab our Letterbox savings challenges to go ahead and save with next. We are also doubled up on the money for our Letterbox as well. So typically we save $10 a week. However, we have 20 since we did miss last week, and I am really struggling here getting these envelopes back into the binder here. I keep talking about these plastic clear binders. I love them to be able to see the dashboards, but they just don't sit very nicely, and so it's a love-hate relationship still. We are moving on to our Letterbox savings challenges here. I've got $20 bills here. This is the only challenges that I do complete in real cash. Everything else in my system is prop money, but we do take out a small amount of cash just for some variable expenses or parts of some variable expenses. In addition to that, we take out $20 a pay period so that we can play with $10 a week with our Letterbox savings challenges. These challenges can be found in my Etsy shop if you are interested. I have challenges for each of the letters that appear on the dollar bills, A all the way through L. Also included in that is a star notes tracker if you are interested in finding and collecting those star notes too. So let's go ahead and start. We do not have any A's, and we just need 2 more A bucks, but it is not happening today. Let's go ahead and see how many B-Bucks we have here. This is a new tracker that we are using. So 1 and 2. 2 B-Bucks we get to add. So we just started this one back on November 25th. So this is definitely a newer tracker. We'll see how long it takes us to complete this for our B-Bucks. When a challenge does complete, and I finished 2 Letterbucks in November, if you see my end of the month money moves for that month. When they complete, I do go ahead and put the money back into the bank and then transfer it into our high yield savings account, because it then gets saved into some long-term savings with our categories there. All right, C-Bucks. Let's go ahead and see what we have here. We've got, I think we have a few C-Bucks if I'm not mistaken. Yep, we do. I still feel like these are some of those crisp bills. Those are brand new ones when I got a stack of C's. When I went to the bank to grab my 21s for the pay period, it was like all C's because it was a brand new stack of bills. I think this is still remnants of that. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Yeah, definitely. $7 here to 7 C-Bucks that we get to add. So we'll go ahead and color in 7 of our icons. It finishes that first row. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. These are definitely slow rolling challenges as well. Well, depending on the letter that is. Like some of these challenges we've even been working on since 2024 and it still hasn't finished because we just don't see those letters that often. But now this set of Letterbucks should have, let's see, we've got 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. That is exactly what we have, which is lovely. Moving on to D-Bucks. We do have a D-Buck or 2. Let's take a look here. So we've got 1, 2, 3 D-Bucks that we get to add. 1, 2, and 3, which we are now on the second row for our D tracker as well. So that is great. So 8, 9, 10 should be 11 here. We started this back in October. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. We've got it. And in the downloads in my Etsy shop for these trackers as well, I do have a couple of options. So if you are just looking for one letter in particular, one of the downloads just has the letter consecutive over and over again. So like 3 A trackers on a page or 3 B trackers on a page. And then I have another download that is more consecutive. So A, B, and C on one page, D, E, and F on the next page, and so on and so forth. I did that just because I know some people are not interested in saving all of the different letters, but maybe just specific ones. So hopefully that download then helps. not waste anything that you're not interested in. I don't know why I pulled out my e-tracker in dollar bucks. I think I was just distracted by chatting because we do not have any E's to add here today. But we do have some F-bucks, I can see. Let's see what we have. 1, 2. We've got 2 F-bucks that we get to add. That's great. So we're almost done with the second row now, getting closer. This tracker started on August 12th, 2025. So it's been a while. This now should be $16. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. Getting close to that final row for our F-bucks. That is exciting. And G. Ooh, G's really close. I didn't realize that, how close G was. We do have some G-bucks. 1, 2, 3. Oh, so close to finishing. We're just able to add 3, which is going to leave 1 space left remaining before this is finished. This tracker started back on July 29th. We should have 24 here now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24. Oh, just 1 short. That's all we need, but hopefully we'll be able to wrap that up in December. H. H is one we do not see very often. This is a tracker that I have been working on since 2024. I know that because of the gray marker that I was using. I did eventually date it here in April of 2025, but we just do not see H-bucks, but we do have one here today. The H-bucks are actually printed in St. Louis, so the little marking here with the letter does tell you where these dollar bills are printed, and H is St. Louis, which ironically is not that far from me here in Illinois, but for some reason they just don't make their way in this direction. They don't make their way north, I guess. So we now have 22 H-bucks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and 22. There we go. 3 more H-bucks. Can we find 3 before the end of 2025, or are we taking this to 2026? Somehow I feel like we're going to take it to 2026. That leads us into our J-bucks though, which also is one we have been working on since 2024. I don't have a date on this one here, but we are going to add 1 J-buck to our stack here, which gets us onto the last row. So that is exciting. Should be 18 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. $18 now. This, I guarantee, will probably take us into 2026, but I am totally okay with that. I do really enjoy saving my Letterbox and just seeing how long it takes for some of these trackers to complete. And this one here for our L-bucks, we have been working on since September. We've got 1 L-buck that we get to add. So here we go, crossing off another L. Looks like we should have 15 L-bucks now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Oop, is that right? We got 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's right. I just counted wrong. Initially, we started this tracker back in September. So no Letterbox finished here today. I did finish 2 in November. We'll have to see what December brings for us. We definitely have ones that are getting close, like our G tracker is getting super close. We just need 1 and A, but A's are so rare. We've been working on this one since 2024 too. This might be tough to finish in 2025. We'll have to wait and see. One more thing to do today. Our Tuesdays are always packed. We need to work on our football savings challenges here as well today. Let's go ahead and turn to that. I've got my money all set up here. So this is my Save the Score Football Savings Challenge and my Touchdown Football Savings Challenge. These are both available in Etsy if you are interested. I absolutely love sports, and being able to combine saving money with my love of sports has just been so much fun. So I do have a couple of sports challenges out there. I have a baseball one that I used last spring into the fall, which I'll be starting again in 2026. I have my 2 football challenges here that I'm working on, and I was asked to create a hockey one, and I've been thinking about this, creating some other challenges for other sports. So I would like to get a hockey one out there soon, as well as a basketball football one. I'll definitely share them with you on my channel here in a video when those are complete, so those are coming. I know not everyone follows a football like me, but those of you that do, I love hearing about what you're saving with your favorite team too. So the premise of my Save the Score challenge here is choosing your favorite team, and it doesn't have to be the NFL. It can totally be a little league team or a younger level team, college, and you are saving the score that they achieve each game. So whatever they earn in points, that is the amount that you are saving. I also have my touchdown football savings challenge, which I am using as a wins and losses challenge. So I'm saving $2 for every win my team has and $1 for every loss. And my team is showing up this year. So I have a little posted here. Week 13 is what we are working on. It was 24 points that they had scored for week 13. So I'm going to go ahead and add 24 here on my tracker. And then we're going to save $2 because it was a win. So 24 here, $2 will go there. I am no longer, I think, going to count how much I have for this challenge. I had someone else that shared that they are doing this challenge as well, but they're not counting the total. And I was like, ooh, I kind of love that. So I might stop. I know this savings is much greater than I have had in previous years because my team is just doing amazing this year. I have had some years where my numbers have been super low, like $3, and even I've been worried that maybe I was going to save $0 if they didn't score any points. So this year has definitely been different, and it's super exciting. Now, week 14 has already passed by time you are watching this video, and we are playing against our rivals, the Packers. So any Packer fans out there, I won't say much because I am pre-recording this, and so the game has not actually happened yet. I am hoping my Bears can pull out a win against the Packers. They have been doing so well this year, but we'll just have to wait and see what happens when I update this next week. We've got $2 now to add to my touchdown football savings challenge for another win. Again, my team has been doing so well this year. We're going to add $2 to this one. Maybe I won't count this one as well. It's not obviously going to be as big of a saver as my Save the Score, but it might be fun to keep it a mystery. And I will continue this challenge into the playoffs. Fingers crossed that my team is able to do that this year. So however long my team is playing, then I will continue to save along with them. I did that with my team, the Cubs, during my baseball challenge. They had made it into the playoffs, and I continued to save, and so I will do the same here with my Bears. All right, that is going to be a wrap here on our Tuesday video. So much that we get done here on Tuesdays, working with our tiny challenges, saving our Letterbox, as well as updating our football challenges as well. If you enjoyed this video and you are not yet subscribed, please consider taking a moment and hitting that subscribe button. I would really appreciate your support. Don't forget always to go ahead and hit that thumbs up like button and leave me a comment down below as well. Do you save your Letterbox? I'd love to hear about it. Do you save just specific letters or all of the letters? I'd love to hear how others are also using these challenges as well. Looking ahead to 2026, my Letterbox are definitely sticking around. There might be some other changes in some other areas, and I'll be sharing that with you, but for sure my Letterbox are still gonna kick it through 2026. If you happened to miss my Mini Mondays yesterday, don't worry, it'll pop up on the bottom left-hand side of your screen. You can go ahead and click on it from there and catch up with me. I hope you all have an amazing Tuesday and a great rest of your week. Take care, be well, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.